I want to talk to y'all a little bit about hearing and how hearing causes vision. I never really paid attention how everything that I heard caused me to do whatever it is that I do in life. Just like now, I'm making this video, it's because of what I heard. And it's not about just exactly what I heard that I'm conveying to you. It's what I heard that says do this video as well. See, when you get up in the morning and you go to the restroom, it's because something told you to. So you're actually following a command just like a computer. And everything that's being uploaded inside of you, you're actually doing. So I wanted to really talk to y'all about how vision comes from hearing. You ever notice that when I'm explaining this to you or a person can be talking to you, the thing that you will say is, I see what you're saying. Here it is, I'm conveying words to you that are invisible. They have no form, they have no shape, but you will actually say, I see what you're saying. It's because words are what you hear creates a vision, and you begin to play out the vision or play out the thing that you have heard. All right. So I want to go to this point now to just say this, because if we're not careful, this will really bother our relationship, and it'll hinder us in the relationships that we begin to acquire and the ones that we shouldn't even entertain. So I was talking to my daughter the other day and I said, baby, you know dogs don't talk, don't you? She said, Daddy, dogs do talk. I said, dogs don't talk, baby. I said, dogs don't talk to each other. She said, they talk. I say, so you telling me a dog talk just like human, like we do? She said, yeah, Daddy. I said, well, why your dog never been around dogs before, except when he go to PetSmart to get clean? How can he ever communicate with another dog? How can he talk with dogs when he spent all his time in the house, no dogs really near him or nothing like that, and he could communicate with another dog as far as talking with them in their own dog language? I said, the thing is that you have to realize is, what dogs do, and you better pay attention, y'all. Dogs have very sensitive ears.
New text message from 89448.
Excuse me on that. Dogs have very sensitive ears, and they pick up on pitches and tones. And the pitches and tones begin to describe to them what's going on in their environment. You ever notice when you watch a horror movie? When you're watching that horror movie, before something drastic happens, notice how the tone and the music begins to play to cause you to get in a certain mindset to enter into a certain environment of fear. See, before Jason or Freddy Krueger or Candyman begins to show forth themselves, or Jaws, you'll start to hear dun-dun, dun-dun. See, it's because of what you're hearing, trying to create an environment and trying to have a vision of you to have fear of what's going to happen next. So that music calls you to actually sit up in your seat and to prepare yourself for what's going to happen next. And it's the power of the hearing that's causing a vision that's really leading you into an environment or a place sometimes you don't need to be or you need to be. So what I'm basically telling you is this. Every one of us should have a doorbell, or you got a front door to where people either knock or they ring the doorbell. In my house, I got a doorbell, right? So when the doorbell rings, this dog, which don't speak no English, he always run to the front door barking, and he sits there and he waits. Now, I got two doors. I got a front door and a back door. Why don't he never run to the back door when the doorbell sounds? Most people will say that's because your doorbell is over the front door and he's coming to where he knows the sound is being made at or created at, which is true. But he also knows that most times when he hears that door knock or that doorbell sound, that he knows it's going to be a person on the other side of that door. And he's just there barking either to receive them or to try to run them off because he don't want too many people at the house in the first place. Now, I want y'all to just settle in on that because I'm trying to tell you this. When we deal in relationships and when people begin to visit us, we need to start looking at them according to what we hear them say instead of how they look. See, a lot of men, ladies, what they do is because of what they hear is what they're going to see in you. And what they end up doing is they'll create a person that they feel like you want them to be. So if their hearing say she money hungry, they're going to try to show you money to draw you in or entice you to them, to manipulate you to them so that they can get out of you whatever they want out of you. Let me say that again because I might have not said it clear. So what happens is when a man first sees you, he begins to have a perception of you. And whatever his perception is, it'll say to him what to do to manipulate you into getting out of you whatever it is he wants from you. So if he feel like you're money hungry, that's what he'll try to present to you. How? By words. He's not going to just give it to you physically all the time. He's going to create an image of himself to you by talking to you to cause you to see him as being rich or ready to flaunt his money for you. So what I'm basically telling you is this in a nutshell without trying to talk y'all to death. Just like that dog, when certain people come to your doorbell, some of them come with a delivery. Some of them actually come and they're bringing something to your house, or they're actually guests that you invited to your house. But then the one I want you to focus on is the one that comes to your house that has the wrong address. See, everybody shouldn't have the access into your home, which is your heart. So listen good for the people who visit you. Listen good for the visitation. When that doorbell rings and you say, "Who is it?" you better know who's on the other side. And the only way for you to know that is according to how well you hear them speak to you. Not how they appear or look, because you have to know how they look off what they say. That's your best sight. I'm telling you, you'll be fooled by a man who looks sexy. You'll be fooled by a woman who looks sexy because you allow them into your home or into your heart when they ring your doorbell, and they'll tear your credit score up. Beware of who you allow in your address.